relations between Egypt and Sudan have been on edge. Foreign ministers of the two countries have now met in Cairo to try and de-escalate the tensions. Ibrahim Ghandour of Sudan and his Egyptian counterpart Sameh Shoukry spoke of the holy relations binding the two Nile-Basin nations, but reported no tangible progress in a joint news conference they held in Cairo. The two Afro-Arab countries have been at loggerheads, mainly over a border region held by Cairo and claimed by Khartoum. The media in both Egypt and Sudan have exacerbated the two nations' differences, despite their leaders agreeing to a cessation of hostilities.
Be faithful to the relationship. Be soldiers of goodness to it. Look after it. Media forms public opinion. Relationships between leaders go through summer clouds, but it clears either by departure of the leaders or by them convening. But relationships between people remains. Relationships between people are also darkened by the media.
This morning, I convened with His Excellency the Minister, who was honored by meeting with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in brotherly openness and total disclosure for serving the interest of both countries and for the indispensable strong relation between them.
Let's get more now from Yasser Hakim, who's live for us in Cairo. Yasser, what has been the main highlight of the Sudanese foreign minister's visit to Egypt?
Well, he met with the Egyptian president and with the Egyptian foreign minister, and he outlaid all the concerns, and that's what he made it clear, that it was an open edge meeting where everything was laid on the table. All the concerns of the Sudanese leadership about Egypt and all the issues that are between them have been put down and discussed openly between both sides. He said that in spite of all these issues, they have agreed that they would not affect the relationship between both countries. It's a historic relationship. They were one country before, and the peoples are close to each other, and that should not affect their ties. And this also is reflected in the decision to meet every month, and that's, I believe, is an important development, that they decided that they will meet every month in one of the two capitals to always stay in touch with the latest and to try to solve all problems. They say that the issues have risen because of misunderstandings between both sides, and these misunderstandings would not only be cleared out when they both sit together on a continuous basis, on a constant basis. Not just the two foreign ministers, it will be also delegations, security delegations, officials, and economic delegations as well will meet monthly to iron out any differences and also to develop and get the ties closer together economically, politically, and security-wise as well. And I feel this is the issue that came out, the main issue that came out of the meeting today.
So with these outcomes, Yasser, will relations between the two countries now normalize, or are there other pending issues yet to be resolved?
What we've seen from the press conference is that nothing has been resolved, but they have put in apparatus, a mechanism that will help resolve these problems. For example, the Sudanese president has accused Egypt of providing arms to rebels in Darfur. And what the Sudanese foreign minister said is that the evidence they have has been delivered to the Egyptian side to clear out whether it is authentic or not. And he also gave some guessing, if he can say. He said that it might have been arms that came from Libya, not arms that came from Egypt directly to the rebels in Darfur, but actually it was infiltrated through the borders with Libya onto South Sudan and then to the to Darfur to be used by the militants there. So again, nothing is clear there. They're waiting for the Egyptian side to decide on this. For the banning of imports of Egyptian agricultural products, he said that the timing was wrong from the Sudanese side. He admitted that it was a mistake from Sudan to bring up this issue at this point. It was not a political issue, it's a technical issue that will be solved by a technical committee that will meet between both sides soon to clear out this issue and to resume Egyptian imports, and that it was only the timing has been a mistake, and that's why it was politicized, but it was not so. So it's all about moving ahead with trying to solve these issues. Also with the travel visa crisis, there were no travel visas between both countries, and now they have been adopted, which is a step back. And they said they will continue to meet delegations from both sides to try to solve this issue. So what has been come out from here is not the solving of the situation, but actually putting the mechanism to solve the problems and making sure that these problems will not affect the ties between both countries. And the foreign minister of Sudan has pointed out that the Egyptian and the Sudanese president had met 18 times in the last 2.5 years. And this is the most meeting by any two presidents, which shows how close they are. And therefore, these issues should not affect their relationship. So we're talking about the future, not about solving the issues during this meeting, but will be solved in the next few weeks and months.
All right, Yasser Hakim, thank you for joining us.